So welcome back to the Singing Baker. Today I thought I'd bring you another Halloween cocktail. This is the Ghostbuster. If you're a fan of Kahlua and Baileys like I am, you will like this one. It's a nice mixture of Kahlua, Baileys, vodka, and then we put a cute little ghost on the top. So stay tuned. Okay, so to make our Ghostbuster today, we're going to be needing some Kahlua, some vodka, some Baileys Irish cream. We'll need some heavy whipping cream, some granulated sugar, and also some candy eyes and some ice. And for your candy eyes, just a quick note, I've never found it at the grocery store. You need to go to like a party store or craft store where they have a special like cake decorating section. And go to that section and you'll probably be able to find a little package of the candy eyes. You can also buy them online as well. So those will be the eyes for our little ghosts that we're going to be putting up on top. So this recipe actually starts in the kitchen, so follow me to the kitchen. All right, so it is time to make our ghost to put on top of our Ghostbuster cocktail. I'm going to be making the whipped cream out of heavy whipping cream and granulated sugar. It doesn't take too long to whip it up in the mixer here. If you would prefer to just buy it pre-made, you're welcome, of course, to do that. And then you would jump to the step in the recipe where you are just putting it into a bag to squeeze out. Okay, so I'm just going to be pouring 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Okay, so it's just been a little less than 5 minutes, and from what you can see here, I'm basically going to create whipping cream. And you're basically looking for the consistency that it basically sticks on the top of your whisk here. You can see how it's not moving, so it's gotten a little bit firm. And you whip it on high so that you can really incorporate the air into it. Okay, so that is ready. And if you saw, I added a little bit of the sugar at the very end there. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this now to a bag. So if you have a piping bag, if you do any cake decorating at home or any kind of baking in the kitchen where you might want to pipe something, you might have some bags. Otherwise, just use a plain bag. I'm using a gallon-sized bag. You could use a sandwich bag, however, it might be just a tad bit small to try to work with. So I'm using a gallon-sized plastic bag that most people would have in their house, and I'm going to transfer this whipping cream over to the bag. Just plop it in there. And then we are going to basically snip a tiny hole in the corner of the bag. Just enough to get your whipping cream out. And then we will pipe our ghost. I have prepared a little small sheet here with some parchment paper, and I'm going to be putting the ghost on top of that. And then we're going to pop these into the freezer just to really harden up. Okay, I got most of my stuff here. Okay. So now I'll show you how to make these ghosts. So you'll have your bag like this. Basically squeeze it all to the bottom. Get it into the corner of your bag. I'm going to move this out of the way just so you can see. Okay, so now I'm going to be piping our little ghost. So you're going to start straight down. That's a good size hole right there. I'm going to be piping basically straight down. You want to squeeze the end of your bag, and then you want to close it so you don't have whipping cream jumping all over the place here. And then in a straight down fashion, you're just going to start squeezing out. So I'm going to make a little mound, and then I'm going to keep turning and turning and turning and keep going up until I have a little guy like that. And I should be able to get at least 4 ghosts out of this. So these are great for these cocktails, as well as, of course, some nice hot chocolate that you might be wanting to make. And ghosts are all different haphazard shapes, so don't stress about the exact shape of yours. They can all be a little bit different even. There we go. I think I'm gonna get about 6 of these today. It really depends on how big you make your ghosts. Okay. And just when you're piping this, just keep in mind, you don't want to make it, the base of it, like larger than what your drink glass is. So think about that as well. Actually, I'm going to I'm going to get a bonus ghost out of here today. A little guy. Okay. So now I'm going to be just putting some of these eyes on here. I have these candy eyes that we spoke about before. And I'm just going to try to grab them here. It's hard to grab them with the tweezers. But you can try to use a tweezer if you like. Otherwise, just try to plop them with your hands carefully. So just going to put a little bit of eyes on each one. And just stick them into the whipping cream. Once they're in the freezer, they'll stick onto there. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I gotta get some more eyes. So basically, I'm gonna fill all of these up with their eyes. These are my little ghosts, and we're gonna pop them in the freezer. Once they get really hard, then we'll go ahead and make our drink at that time. You don't wanna take these out, obviously, earlier than when you're about to make the drink, because they will start to melt on you. All right, so I'm gonna go get more ice and finish these up. See you at the bar. Okay, so our ghosts are nice and hardened in the freezer. I went ahead and put the rest of the eyes on all of them. Keep in mind, today I was just making it as an example for you. These will be used just for my family, for these 2 fun drinks for my husband and I, and then we can also use those later for hot chocolate. So if you are going to make them for a group, make sure you definitely get the hang of the tweezers. I find it a little bit difficult to use the tweezers, so sometimes I'll just put gloves on if I have a group coming over. But sometimes the eyes can be a little bit of a challenge, but this is definitely a fun drink to make. All right, so I'm gonna get all of my ingredients in there, and you have to move quickly with these ghosts, otherwise they'll start to melt on you. So I have my Kahlua and putting the vodka in. And this is enough for definitely 2 drinks. And then the Baileys Irish cream. And I have some ice in my cocktail shaker here. I'm just going to give it a quick shake. Make sure not to put this too tight. Okay. And when you go ahead and fill the glasses, just bear in mind you can't fill them extremely high because you need space to put the ghosts on the top. All right, so we'll go ahead and serve these up. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, make sure you hit that subscribe button. There we go. Okay. And I'm just gonna get these ghosts on the top. So you just transfer them over here. You can like slide them in. Cute little ghost on top of the drink. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed this one. This is the Ghostbuster.